Hello everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Hand of Fate 2, those of you still with us. I'm rejuvenated, slightly today. Confined space. You can't bring loadout cards, which I'm assuming is an antiquated term for supplies. You'll need to find equipment along the way. Prepare for combat against Empire soldiers. We won yesterday, for the first time in what felt like a long time. So I'm feeling better, but it would be nice to put another victory in here. So if we got combat against the Empire, what we would like to see... Dude, the filters are so good. I mean, why not just put all these in here? Empire's Burden, Frontier Barbut, which I never pronounce properly. Yo, don't insult me with this reused voice line, okay? Archer's Bane is fantastic. We probably want a platinum piece of equipment. Grifter's Companion is not worth platinum, dude. I'll call it, okay? If we're gonna be taking a one-handed weapon, does Imperial Armor gives you a max life bonus if you got one hand? Yeah, so let's go with that. Not if you got one hand. I mean, if you're using a one-handed weapon, you know what I mean. We should throw a shield in here, in this case as well. What is the best shield for dealing with the Empire? No? I always gotta inspect here. Draw a life gain card after every card in which you encounter a gain card. And that seems good. Thief Resistance, Armor Breaker. I don't think we've ever used it, to the best of my knowledge, so let's throw that in there. Reflecting doesn't seem to matter. It's possible that, like, Map Reveal might matter, but let's throw, like, a Dezia's Charm in here. Food. It might be more relevant because of the fact that we can't, oh, we can take multiple platinum cards. Might be more relevant because of the fact that we, can't start with supplies. So in that vein, we may also want to take, for example, I still don't think Grifter's Companion is that good. I might be mistaken. I think we'll take, like, maybe Ring of the Feast, Ring of Food. I probably do emphasize food a little bit too much, but sure, Wide Beam, there you go. And then in terms of encounters, we know we've got Empire. Why not? I don't know what it does. Add it in. Can we sort by just platinums? I don't believe so. I mean, we could pretty easily just filter for platinums by going through here and adding them. Goblin Town is a lot of gold. I do like that card. Elder's Gift could give us a platinum piece of equipment, but I don't know if we need it. Man of the World reveals the map has never really worked out for us. Let's try Merchant's Favor. It allows us to get some of that equipment into our inventory faster. And we got Empire and what was the other criteria there? Start with no equipment. So we probably want things that can give us equipment as much as possible. So just throw those into the mix as quickly as possible is probably a positive thing. I do like the Ogre card. I think that card is good, especially if you get Gambit help. Trying to think of illicit trade. I think is pretty good. You fight the Empire, you do a dice Gambit, you get some stuff. Fallen Treasure is not that bad. Cunning Man requires you to trade a blessing or a curse. I don't think I want to do a Brimstone card just yet. Let's try to build a little bit more confidence first. Maybe like... Jeez, I don't know. Fight Corrupted to gain equipment? That seems pretty good. Let's come back here. And I really just want to add cards that make the game as easy as possible for me at this point. I know that sounds like kind of a cop-out, but we know there's some cards that are like heads and tails above the rest. Almost like a net universal good. So for example, dude, there's an impressive amount of cards in this game. I hope that didn't come across as a negative. I don't mean it like that. Old Maiden is a great card. I think Healer can be good, but I'd rather have Temple Prayers if we're not dealing with substantial curses. One Drunken Knight is just kind of a nice card to throw in there to get some free gold and food, I think. I might overrate that, admittedly. I don't. General Store, they usually give us some anyway. Field of Fae, I think, is good. Fate's Dealing has a wheel that allows you to gain or lose resources. Forget Fairy Ring. I've been wasting my time on that. still got 9 to go here. Arm wrestling is free gold, but I think we're unlikely to get much out of it at this point. Oh, we gotta choose, though. Okay, so arm wrestling's free gold. Toss it in there. Deep water allows you to gain equipment. Empire Contacts allows you to gain faction equipment. Empire Fort allows you to gain resources via combat, which is not that bad. Let's do Fate's Dealing. I trust myself about 60-40 on the wheel spins. Helpful Priest. Trade food for a blessing, maybe. Fight Northerners, gain any. Interception. Man-eating tree, you throw equipment and gain life. I don't like that. I'm not going to gain too much fame, probably. Gain gold, gain food, fight Empire, fight Corrupted. I don't mind that. I don't like adding more combat cards necessarily, but as long as I know the combat cards are not necessarily super difficult. Either way, you know, we took 5 minutes here at the start. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the deck building. Like to dislike ratio on videos where I don't do deck building seems to indicate that you do. And it's nice to have some agency and some control as well, but it is always tough on the first one because you never know what you're going to get into.
Removing a figurehead is only the beginning of what
Didn't realize we're reading a novel today. General Flint Hollow has provided you with a secret route into the Emperor's palace. Unfortunately, it takes you through the city sewers. As you wade through the grime and muck of an entire civilization, the voice of the hermit echoes once more in your mind. You must kill the Emperor, but that will change little. I get it. It's a meet the new boss, same as the old boss Roger Daltrey sort of thing. Kill one and another will take his place, yet all of this will guide you to the place where you can make a real change. You are coming closer and closer to the moment when things are no longer determined for you. You take comfort in the presence of your companions and call one to your side. You can swap companions at your campfire. Okay, I mean, let's start with the Wanderer, maybe? Might be relevant to swap him. Kolbjorn joins you. He examines your surroundings. We cannot afford to linger. The watermarks on the wall suggest that we will soon be drowned. Escape the sewers before you run out of moves. Okay, so I should make like a note. It sounds like we might want map reveal. Start moving. Lost bearings.
Down here who never return. At least until the flooding returns them to the...
Haha! They died! In septic toxic water. Hilarious. The dark confines of the sewer start to disorient you. 12, it's doable. Kolbjorn gives us an extra dice as well. We might have accidentally chosen the right companion for this. I will take an extra die. I know that it's called a die instead of a dice, but I think that's the kind of thing Merriam-Webster should just refactor. Who cares if you call it 1 dice, 2 dice? That's not the way it is. Says who? Freaking Livy? You notice some construction markings scratched into the wall. You use them to keep your bearings. Yeah, no pain cards drawn. Sewer stairs. You pry open a gate but find nothing more than a dead end. Flooded tunnel.
Do what you can to find more food.
Sewer stairs. You find the hatch marked with a bronze sun that signifies the way out of the sewers. I think we should just leave, because at the present moment, our only goal, it seems, is to escape the sewers. So, going up to the next floor, despite leaving a lot of cards behind, seems like the right call here.
And so, we reach out of the sewers and into
Oh, we already escaped the sewers. Fantastic. I don't know, I thought maybe it was a multi-floor sewer or something.
With our eyes on the glory.
Now we're in the prison. You emerge from the sewers into the cells of the palace's prison. The land's most reviled enemies rot here, the Emperor unwilling or perhaps unable to end their misery with execution. You survey your surroundings. The courtyard to the Emperor's chambers are just through the door. Wow, that's like right there, huh? To leave the prison, you'll need the jailer's keys. Okay, I see. We got a labyrinthine sort of setup here.
You can
Prisoner.
trust any who dwell here.
You meet a prisoner bound in chains. The manacles keep her rations just out of reach. Hey, you! She whispers hoarsely. If you free me, I know all the ins and outs around here. Get the key from the jailer and let me out. I will leave them shackled for now. Alright, come back when you have the key. Yo, but I want their rations. It said their rations were out of reach. I would like their rations, please. You find the weapon merchant's carriage parked behind a seedy tavern. Sorry I had to dash last time. Her lavender eyes widen as Kolbjorn barely squeezes through the carriage door. You know, I've come by a surplus of wares from the Battle of Crimson Bay. You're welcome to take something on the house if I could use your northern muscle to intimidate a few of my debtors. Yas. I mean, we probably want Imperial armor, even if we don't have the fame required. So we lose Kolbjorn for a while. Can I camp and buy food? I can buy some food, okay. I will buy 1 food. I would like to buy more, but... Wow, it totally works. Alright. Keep moving. At least we staved off starvation. And this is good, because we've done one drunken night 10 times. We know what we're gonna get. We might lose life, but if we gain food, who cares if we get hit a little bit. And gold, which can be converted into food or life. But we should not get hit as often as I tend to here, in all likelihood. See, a lot of gold. Yeah, I see no food. But the gold allows us to pick up a little bit of resources. Yeah, no food. But still, you can't be mad about free gold. Which was the name of my Scandinavian au pair as a youngster. Didn't actually have an au pair as a youngster. I got your au pair right here. Would be something that a more crass individual would say. That's not me, though. I'm not about that lifestyle, so... Honestly, you picked up like maybe 25 gold. I can live with that. I prefer it when they have little, you know, baskets of ham sandwiches and, you know, a tuna salad wrap or something around, but I can live with that. You gain 2 fame. 34 gold. We're gonna camp again, and, we're gonna buy 1 food. I hate to do it, but I don't really want to pay a premium for food, so I'll camp before every space that we move, maybe. I'm just trying to avoid the locked doors. Prison mage.
You and I will allow mages to walk in peace once more. We are close.
A brilliant light catches your attention in the gloom of the palace prison. You track it to the source and witness a group of mages mid-incantation, conjuring a spectacular orb of arcane fire. One of them shouts triumphantly, "I knew our power cannot be extinguished, even under the dampeners of this prison we are strong!" Ooh. Maybe able to leave unnoticed. I mean, I don't mind fighting a single seer. I'm gonna intervene. Even in prison, we are not free of interruptions. No doubt you're here to break our tribune. We cannot allow this. Why am I gonna do this? Because I want the fame and whatever resources we can get for beating them. I don't trust myself to win the gambit, and I want to keep myself fresh. We're 13 minutes into the video. I haven't fought anybody yet. I want to... Maybe a brimstone card is a rude awakening, but I don't want to just grow rusty before maybe we have a final boss battle or something. Hey, my dude is a large creature. I'll summon an even larger mage. Okay, but we got Malaclips. Considering we have Malaclips and we're up against 1 unit, I feel relatively safe. These attacks are annoying as hell to dodge, though. Malaclips, do something, dude. These guys, like, it's probably not impossible to avoid taking damage, but it is annoying. Malaclips, please! Shoot in some ranged attacks, I'm begging you. The fact that they played the, like, final boss music makes me feel very good. Maybe we accidentally beat the mission 14 minutes in. I doubt it, though. You gain 2 fame.
Consider your actions
and the assassin's blades.
if you would be worthy.
Riposts and finishers against Empire both increase weapon charge by 4. That could be good. Gain 3 food. That's what we're looking for. Ah, time to fight the jailer, I guess. Not the keys to the kingdom. The jailer looks genuinely surprised to see you down in his prison. What in the Emperor's name are you doing down here? Well, I'll persuade him to hand over his keys, please. You attempt to persuade the jailer to hand over his keys without bloodshed. Yeah. Oh, that's not easy.
You must appreciate.
Or is it?
This game has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
I'm not dying for this, you know. They're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with them. But tip your waitresses. Okay, thank you for the keys, my friend. And it's Goblin Town. Visit the Golden Mountain. You remember how this goes. You give them your name. They give you like 4 gold gain cards. That's extremely good. And then explore Goblin Town and we get some gambits here. Could be worse. The hooded figures lead their rat beast silently through the crowd of chatty goblins. The hoods obscure all but the creature's gray skin and narrow mouths. Emergency horns blare, and then you escape and blah, blah, blah. But dude, okay, this is great news. Let's go speak to the prisoner, see what's going on in here. I will free them, even though maybe I shouldn't. The prisoner sobs, even if I don't make it out alive, at least I won't die starved and chained to a wall. Well, I think this indicates we should make some moves. She points at an innocuous spot on the wall. The jailer loots the dead and hides their valuables behind a loose brick. He either doesn't know or doesn't care that I've seen him do it. Ooh. So first, locked door. The jailer's keys fit the lock and the door swings open. Good. I want to go to this platinum card.
There are benefits.
See what happens.
Level, not least of which are the new friends you will meet along the way.
Are you the one who ruined Apollyon's fun? A woman with the pointiest face you've ever seen approaches from the shadows one night. Yes, you are, she says. How delightful. Did he cry? He used to be such a crier in our youth. Oh, you're wonderful. I'll remove your curses if you like. You're as pure as mountain spring. There are no curses for me to take. How unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. We know that she's a curse removal card. We definitely should have used that in our previous deck. I think we want Empire Contacts real quick. Oh, but buy some food first, please.
Damage will persist unless you can find a meal to relieve yourself.
I think I have just the thing for hunting Northerners. A meteor strike. Thank you. I will pay you 20 gold for it.
The heavens themselves destroy your enemies before you.
I'm also going to buy some food. And I'll even buy this one because we got so much gold out of Goblin Town. Finish trading. Break camp. We go to the next floor, we'll probably get a chance to buy more food from the camp, but let's go to Field of Fae. This would be a good one to succeed on. Let me go and I'll grant you a wish. We want food. We're not going to get it, we're going to get gold instead. I think we should accept 25 gold. I think that's a pretty good draw. The worst case scenario would be getting life, for certain. So, I think I can live with 25 gold.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
And then, I wanted to check this out, because it's got the equipment card. Bullseye.
You care about accuracy.
And we get more equipment, actually. Ring of the Feast. Gain +5 food whenever you receive a blessing. Okay. And then gain 1 equipment from 3. At this point, we would I mean, the Assassin's Blade seems really good, but we don't need this many we don't need this many artifacts. I think we probably would rather have Archer's Bane, which we can immediately equip. And then the card is Temple Prayers anyway, which allows us to get a blessing very easily. Receive +2 food after every dice gambit. 15 life for gold gain card. If your max life is less than 150, you may discard food gain or equipment gain cards to receive +5 max life. The effects of all gain chance cards are applied twice until you leave the level, then discard this card. Not good enough now, because we're getting it at the end of the level. I guess you want Gambler's Banquet. And then we want to maximize the number of dice gambits we can get. That went pretty well, though. So I think it seems like we're in a great position, to be honest with you. We're going to go to the prison stairs. It does require eating, unfortunately. But we'll move up here. Now we are in the palace courtyard.
Here we are, at the very edge of the seat of power.
The palace courtyard stretches out in front of you.
The seat of power for this, so
okay, a lot of empty space, huh? Malaclipse leans in close to you. If this suicide mission has any hope of succeeding, we're going to need something from the Emperor's private collection. Estrella interrupts. It is a sword, an ancient relic from before the land was won. My sources tell me it is here. What's wrong with what we've got? Ariadne says, motioning to her weapon. There ain't nothing in this land that can withstand my hammer. Kolbjorn nods solemnly. The Emperor's evil warps and protects him. We cannot hope to stab the devil in the heart with a butter knife. Malaclip says, don't these relics sound like the ones we rescued for the Imperials? Okay. Estrella peers around the corner. The place is teeming with guards. We can't risk open fighting in this place. At the palace, we'd be surrounded before we got anywhere near the Emperor. If we sneak up on patrolling guards, we can take them out without a fight, but we must avoid being discovered. We'll see. You catch a guard sleeping and slip past unnoticed. Beautiful. Do we have to catch them from behind, maybe? Torrens plate. Well, we're stuck with it. I will take it. Lose equipment whenever you gain a curse. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch these guards unawares. Oh, maybe we will, actually. Yeah, so I'm guessing that we probably approach them from behind. That seems to be like the... Do they have patrols? They do have patrols. What if we try like this? It's not really from behind, but it's like... from the side. Yeah, okay. We've knocked them off there. I'm assuming it's just not from head first. It's probably the... they've eliminated themselves from contention there. Deep water. Okay, so this is a dice gambit, right? Leap into the river. We get food for the dice gambit no matter what. This is... I'm fairly optimistic. We need 2 3s or better. Good enough. More than good enough. Through a combination of luck and skill, you manage to avoid the worst of the river's hazards. You emerge on the banks further downstream. Fine by me. Oh, he's back. Knock him off. Get out of here. Oh, and then immediately there's another one. Toshers. A noxious smell alerts you to an oncoming group of Toshers, led by Eye Patch Eve. Look at this, princess. I bet they've never done a day's dirty work. What do you say? Fancy eking out a bit of coin? Tides are coming. Better get in there quick, says Eye Patch Eve as one of her consorts lifts a lid off a manhole. We've done this one before. I guess we will take Empire's Burden. It's good against the Empire. And then we get another dice gambit, so I didn't even realize this was coming, but I'll take it. And that's just a god-awful roll. Oh! If we had Kolbjorn, we would have been able to reroll. That's my bad. I'll have that, snaps Eye Patch Eve. She takes a big whiff of it before stashing it in a crusty bag. The sewer walls tremble. Time to surface, she shouts as the Toshers lift themselves out of the gutter.
Now the power.
Okay, so we can wield Bullseye. Not that that is that important. What is this? Cursed Helm of Ogagu. The effects of all pain cards are applied twice until the next map, then discard this card. So we lose a piece of equipment, right? Because we... apparently not. Fallen Treasure. This is a precision gambit, I think. To get Ring of Food. I'll do it. You retrieve the item, but the troll cubs are enraged at your intrusion to their cave. We get a wide beam. Look at the width of this beam!
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Right now. Oh! It's alright, it's just a regular failure, not a huge failure.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave.
And the cards are applied twice! No more! No more! Estrella leads you to the archives and whispers, after the blade was stolen, they moved it down here. Such overconfidence, Malaclip says, searching for the sword. So many fiendish ways they could have hidden it, yet it sits here among the dusty scripts and moth-eaten relics. It's almost as if they didn't expect a 5-person suicide mission to break into the sewers and attempt an assassination on the Emperor himself. This is a fine blade, Kolbjorn mutters, drawing the sword from a crate. Ragnar's cursed blade. One random enemy in every combat inflicts double damage. That's not that bad. And then the doors of Geronim. All my friends know the doors of Geronim. Get knocked? How about you? You see me now? Nope. We're gods. You know what? I'm gonna buy food. And I'm gonna heal up, because you never know what's coming here. Maybe heal up to like 85, so we still have a little food left over if we need to go through more space here, but I think we're making okay decisions so far. The Old Maiden. Ask for... I mean, there might be one more floor, so I'm going to ask for supplies. 15 food. That's enough. I am going to get this other relic as well. Drax Ring. Every individual enemy inflicts 200% the first time they hit someone in combat. That's fine. And then, we got all 4 of the relics, which I'm hoping is the gold token here.
And so the final door between you and the Emperor is before you.
We discarded a curse as well.
What surprises still lie before you?
With all your might, you force the oversized metal doors apart. Air hisses into the room as you crack the stubborn seal. The chamber that awaits is vast, its outer reaches lost in the cold and gloom. You remind yourself that not so long ago you stood in this room as the Empire's agent, now you intend its execution. Malaclypse strides forward purposefully, exclaiming, "Is this it? I was expecting a welcoming party of 100 armed guards. I've been working on a spell that would have blown them into 1,000 pieces or 1,000 frogs, who can remember?" Kolbjorn kneels and examines the ground, swiping his finger along the dusty floor. "It's no throne room, it's a tomb." Estrella strides into the room. "It is time to make amends," she says through gritted teeth. You catch Ariadne admiring the metalwork on the doors. "Sorry," she says, shifting her hammer from hand to hand. "Once a blacksmith, always a blacksmith." From the darkness, you hear a throat cleared with calculated intent, and the group snaps to attention. Yeah. It's a 3-stage boss battle, perhaps? You enter the chamber in search of the noise's source. "It has been so long since I last entertained guests." The voice of the Emperor has the cadence of a closing coffin. "I feel obliged to tell you, many assassins have attempted what you are undertaking, and as my presence attests, none have prevailed." Come, Mr. Bond, you enjoy killing just as much as I do." "My body may lack the vigor of its youth, but that matters little. My guards will dispense with a lot of you." "Your guards are nowhere to be seen," Estrella shouts. In the pitch black, you hear a ruffling as the Emperor strains to look for his royal guard. Uh-oh. You press on into the chamber and spy the Emperor perched atop his throne. His frail body is clad in armor, spoiled with faded majesty. "Well, entertaining. Your hubris has become tiresome." The geniality has left the Emperor's voice. His pale face rests lopsided on his shoulder as if he lacks the strength to lift it. "I am Emperor Alec, fourth of my line and sovereign protector of the realm. Among Corsa Company, I am Alec the Bloody, Scalebreaker, and Mage Scourge. After that, you believe you could kill me? A petty mercenary leading a broken mage, a disavowed barbarian, and a treacherous officer and a blacksmith?" The Emperor scoffs. Well...
A death.
Combat?
A death that sets in motion every moment to come.
The Emperor's throne sits atop a massive marble dais. Dais? Something like that. Your target waits patiently 5 steps away. Malaclypse climbs the first step, and the rest of the party follows suit. "Of course, Your Excellency will have protected oneself from mortal threats such as blades." Kolbjorn flings one of his blades at the Emperor. Sharp and keening. It slices through the air and bounces off his armor with a sizzle that suggests magical protection. Malaclypse climbs the next step. Then from gunfire. Estrella raises her pistol and fires at the Emperor's heart. He flinches but remains unharmed. "And of course, the petty tricks of a mage such as I." Malaclypse takes the third step and unleashes a volley of magic missiles. The sorceress bolts fizzle and dissipate against the Emperor, who heaves a deep, tired sigh. "Enough of your nuisance!" Malaclypse raises a finger to interrupt, stepping ever closer. "Of course, any blade powerful enough to wound you, you would have found it locked away, hidden and safe. In fact, you'd have kept it right here in the palace, would you not, to ensure no one could ever study it or understand its true power. If it was ever stolen by thieves, you'd have hired armies of mercenaries to scour the lands for its return, surely." The party reaches the top of the stairs and approaches the throne. Ariadne draws the sacred sword, and the Emperor's eyes grow wide with fear. The old man searches desperately for an escape as you and your 4 companions gather around him. Malaclypse presses the tip of the sword to the Emperor's heart. "For the people you hunted like animals." Kolbjorn joins his hand on the blade. "For the families torn apart." Estrella grabs the pommel of the blade. "For the good people you corrupted." Ariadne's large fist encompasses the blade's grip. "For the devastation you rained upon the helpless." As one, you thrust the blade at the Emperor's heart. The extra relics you gathered have increased the blade's power, gained 2 bonus dice. We gotta roll a 50. That seems unlikely. I still think we should keep the 5s, because we're never going to hit 50. The odds are they're not going to get to, I mean, the highest we can roll is 30. To have 5s in here, I think it gives us the chance of getting the minimum penalty or maximum reward, at least. That's pretty good. Rolling a 23 on 5 dice, it's an average of over 4. Pain surges up your arm from the blade. The dealer reduces the dice gambit target by 23. But we draw 5 life. Oh, that's not that bad. Rolling a 27 on 5 is going to be tough, but not impossible. I wouldn't expect it on this one. So a 27 on 5, it really does require... I mean, just do the math. If we keep the 6 and the 5, we require 16 on 3 dice, which is 2 5s and a 6. I'm willing to not do the napkin calculation and just hope for the best. That's fine. Draw another life pain card, I'm sure. 5 life. Okay. And then we need to roll over a 9. That seems highly doable. Yeah. That'll do it. Sparks fly as the blade pierces the Emperor's magical barrier and plunges into his chest. A burst of white light temporarily blinds you. A horrible screaming echoes around the throne room, and then it is all over. The white light fades. The noise and pyrotechnics have alerted the guards to your presence. They gasp at the sight of their Emperor's limp corpse, a sword buried deep in his sunken chest. The Emperor! A knight shouts behind him. Toll the bell, they've killed the Emperor! But we have all of our companions. So I'm fairly unconcerned. But admittedly, 4 captains is kind of a bad draw. Can they all call down the, like, barrage of arrows? That's the one that worries me the most. These are arrow boys, for sure. Royal Guard. Where's my Malaclips at? This is kind of a cool climactic battle. No, you stay away. I gotta break this dude's armor off. And then we can go to town. Well, you know what? Tell you what, let's... Wow, what an amazing meteor strike. Get up, Ariadne. Get up. Kind of messing up here. I'm still a little confused about where Malaclips is. Okay, you're kind of throwing here. I maintain. I pressed the button properly there, but oh, you know what? This guy's almost dead. His armor. I thought his armor was broken. No. Keep it up. Keep it up. You're doing all right. I hit the button. I swear to you. I swear to you, the button was hit. That's a 3-banger. I didn't even realize. Kolbjorn, get in there. I'm missing my boy Malaclips. We might not even be able to sustain one more hit, which is what has me concerned. No! God! I actually am starting to hate this game. I mean, I can't be mad, because I am the reason we lost.
Different arms would find you faring better.
I fucked up the combat, I have to admit, in the end, but there is nothing less frustrating, or sorry, there's nothing more frustrating than getting 35 minutes into the mission and then just like, well, you're dead. I was 100% confident we were going to make that, so let me have it, basically. But at the same time, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.